Dark alleyways, eerie footsteps, cryptic letters, and crimes so chilling they've haunted generations. What is it about unsolved murder mysteries that pulls us in like moths to a flame? These cases aren't just whodunits. They're tales of intrigue, fear, and the ultimate battle between light and darkness. From the foggy streets of Victorian London to the sunlit shores of Portugal, these infamous crimes remain puzzles no one can crack. So buckle up, because what you're about to hear will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about humanity's darkest corners. Ready to dive into the enigma? Let's begin. Number 10. The Murder of Alistair Wilson, 2004. Picture a quiet evening in Nairn, Scotland, a picturesque seaside town where nothing much happens. That is until Alistair Wilson, a respected banker and family man, opened his front door to a stranger. The man handed him a blue envelope with the name Paul scrawled on it, as cryptic as it was ominous. Minutes later, Alistair was gunned down on his doorstep, leaving behind a wife and 2 young children. Investigators scratched their heads over the bizarre envelope, which contained no message and had no apparent link to Alistair. The murder weapon, a rare German handgun, only deepened the mystery. Over the years, police chased countless leads, from business disputes to mistaken identity, but every clue led to a dead end. This case is a haunting reminder that even in sleepy towns, dark secrets can lurk. Number 9. The Disappearance of Madeleine McCann, 2007. The disappearance of 3-year-old Madeleine McCann from a holiday resort in Portugal is a case that haunts parents everywhere. One moment, Madeleine was tucked into bed. The next, she was gone, sparking an international media frenzy. The investigation has taken wild turns, from bungled local police efforts to bizarre conspiracy theories. Over the years, suspects have ranged from hotel staff to international trafficking rings, but the mystery remains unsolved. The case was reignited in 2020 when a German man named Christian Bruckner was identified as a prime suspect, yet no charges have stuck. Madeleine's parents still cling to hope that she's alive, and the world watches, waiting for the day her story might have an ending, happy or otherwise. Number 8. The Tylenol Murders, 1982. Imagine popping a Tylenol for a headache, only to discover it was your last act on Earth. In 1982, Chicago residents were rocked by the deaths of 7 people who ingested cyanide-laced capsules. This horrifying case sparked panic across America, leading to the invention of tamper-proof packaging. But despite its groundbreaking influence on product safety, the perpetrator remains a ghost. Was it a deranged lone wolf or a sinister corporate saboteur? Some suspect James W. Lewis, who sent a ransom note demanding $1 million to stop the killings, but there was no concrete evidence linking him to the crime. The case serves as a chilling reminder of how vulnerable we are to unseen dangers in everyday life. Number 7. The Murder of John Bennett Ramsey, 1996. John Bennett Ramsey's death is a tragic tale wrapped in a circus of media speculation. The 6-year-old beauty queen was found strangled in her family's basement, with a ransom note demanding $118,000, the exact amount of her father's Christmas bonus. Suspicion initially fell on her parents, but no evidence conclusively proved their guilt. Later, an intruder theory emerged, but again, no suspect was ever definitively linked to the crime. The case saw DNA evidence, handwriting analysis, and even bizarre false confessions, but all roads led to nowhere. John Bennett's murder remains a national obsession, with amateur detectives still dissecting the case on forums and podcasts. Number 6. The Villisca Axe Murders, 1912. A quiet town, a serene family home, and a crime so brutal it's hard to fathom. In Villisca, Iowa, 8 people, 6 of them children, were bludgeoned to death with an axe while they slept. The murderer disappeared into the night, leaving no fingerprints, no motive, and no witnesses. Over the years, suspects have ranged from deranged drifters to jealous lovers, but none were ever convicted. The house still stands, and it's said to be haunted because, of course, A crime this grisly wouldn't just fade quietly into history. Today, ghost hunters flock to Villisca, hoping for a brush with the paranormal, but the identity of the killer remains a mystery. Number 5. The Somerton Man, 1948. In 1948, an unidentified man was found dead on Somerton Beach in Adelaide, Australia. He carried no identification, and all labels on his clothing had been removed. A scrap of paper with the words Tamam Shud, meaning ended or finished in Persian, was found in his pocket, torn from a rare New Zealand edition of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. Subsequent searches revealed a suitcase believed to belong to him, containing various items, none of which led to his identification. The case has led to numerous theories, including espionage, unrequited love, and suicide, but the true story remains elusive. In recent years, efforts to extract DNA from the man's remains have been made, but as of now, his identity and cause of death remain unknown. Number 4. The Hinterkaifeck Murders, 1922. On a remote German farm, 6 members of the Gruber family were slaughtered with a mattock, a type of pickaxe. In the days leading up to the murders, the family reported eerie occurrences, footsteps in the snow that led to their house but not away, and strange noises in the attic. The gruesome crime scene suggested the killer may have been someone familiar with the farm. Adding to the eerie nature of the case, police discovered that the murderer had stayed on the property for several days after the murders, eating the family's food and tending to their livestock, which added a sinister layer to the tragedy. A cache of money was left untouched, ruling out robbery as a motive. Despite questioning hundreds of suspects and even exhuming bodies in search of clues, no arrests were ever made. The Hinterkaifeck murders remain one of the most chilling mysteries in German history, inspiring countless horror films, novels, and conspiracy theories about what truly happened on that cold March night. Number 3. The Zodiac Killer, late 1960s, early 1970s. Few killers have taunted authorities like the Zodiac Killer, who sent cryptic letters and ciphers to newspapers, daring police to catch him. He claimed to have killed 37 people, though only 5 murders have been definitively linked to him. His coded messages have stumped cryptographers for decades, with one cipher cracked only in 2020 revealing little more than the killer's twisted ego. Over the years, suspects have included everyone from a school teacher to Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, but none have been definitively identified. The Zodiac's combination of intelligence and sadism has cemented him as one of the most infamous killers in history. Number 2. The Black Dahlia, 1947. Elizabeth Short's murder is Hollywood noir come to life. Her body was found bisected at the waist, with a grotesque smile carved into her face, a detail so horrifying it shocked even seasoned investigators. The crime scene was so gruesome, it's burned into the collective memory of Los Angeles, symbolizing the sinister underbelly of a city built on dreams. Despite hundreds of suspects, no one was ever charged, though theories abound, from a jilted lover to a sadistic doctor with surgical precision. Some even speculate her death was a gruesome initiation into Hollywood's seedy underworld, or perhaps the work of a deranged serial killer. The Black Dahlia murder remains one of the most enduring mysteries in American crime history, a haunting reminder of the darkness hidden behind the bright lights of Tinseltown. Number 1. Jack the Ripper, 1888. And finally, the granddaddy of all unsolved murders, Jack the Ripper. The killer stalked the foggy streets of Victorian London, targeting sex workers and leaving their bodies horrifically mutilated. His crimes sparked mass hysteria, as letters claiming to be from the Ripper flooded newspapers. Suspects ranged from butchers to royalty, but none were ever convicted. Modern forensic techniques have provided tantalizing clues, but they've only deepened the mystery. Jack the Ripper remains an enigma, a grim symbol of humanity's fascination with the macabre. That's all for today's video. If these chilling mysteries left you on the edge of your seat, imagine the thrill of exploring even more. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more spine-tingling stories and mind-boggling mysteries. Share this video with your fellow sleuths and let us know in the comments which case you think will ever be solved. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning the unknown.